Today's video, we're going to be installing this B&M diff cover on this 4th gen Ram 1500. Let's get into it. Alright guys, and welcome back to today's video. So today we are going to be installing this B&M differential cover onto our Ram 1500. So I have it all laid out here, what you'll need and what parts we have. So we got the cover, of course, we've got all our hardware, our instructions. You're gonna need fluid. I don't have it all on the table here, but this is just an example. You're gonna need your specified fluid according to your owner's manual, and you'll need some gasket maker along with a torque wrench as well. But some features, I wanna just quickly recap on this cover and the features of it. So there is a lot of drama right now on the internet as of the making of this video on putting aftermarket covers on your truck. So there is a lot of controversy on flat back covers, which I am happy to tell you guys this is not on this one. So you can see that it has this round shape on the inside, similar to your standard cover. Reason why I tell you that is there's a lot of talk right now about running a flat back cover and having oil distribution problems, where if you run the flat back cover, it's not properly distributing and slinging oil to the ring and the pinion from around the back of the cover. So you guys can check out those videos, but I'm telling you guys, at least this one doesn't have those issues. It's got the same profile and shape, kind of this bowl shape that a factory cover would. And some other features you'll notice as well. So it has these two bolts here. So it has two load bolts that press against your main caps. So it gives it extra supports and rigidity, along with this cover itself. Gives your differential more added strength, just because you can see the raw size of the thing. A couple other features, you can see these cooling fins. It has these large cooling fins on it. You got your fill bolt here. Here's where your load bolts will come through. Also has a drain bolt here, which is magnetic and we'll be installing as well. So it catches any shavings, which the factory doesn't have a magnetic bolt or drain of it on any sort. So a bunch of added features with this, but enough talking. I'm gonna assemble it. We still gotta remove the factory cover, so let's get to work. Okay, so we're underneath the truck. I've got a pan, I've got something put down just in case we get a little bit of splashing. And you'll notice this truck has a lift kit on it, so it does have the pan hard bar coming up over here. Yours may be coming across your cover a little bit lower, so you may have to remove that. But in my case, I can easily get this off. These are 13 mil bolts, so we'll take these all off. There is a drain bolt that's on here from the factory right here, but since we're removing the cover anyways, we're not even gonna bother with it, and we'll have our new drain bolt on the front as well. So let's take off all these bolts and we'll remove our cover. So once you get all your bolts removed, I like to leave a couple bolts in, at least a little bit, just so the cover doesn't come flying all off at once. And you're gonna need a screwdriver or a pry bar to break the seal on the existing RTV that's gonna be on here. You can see our fluid is starting to come out, which is a good color, I'm happy to report, on this truck. So I'll let this kind of drain a little bit more and we'll pop the cover off. I just don't want to come spewing all out at once. So while the oil continues to drain, I'm gonna use a flat blade and we'll just scrape off all of our old gasket. So you don't wanna cut into your surfaces, but just run it flat and just remove all your gasket. All right, so we got all our surfaces cleaned off. After I scraped off all the heavy stuff, I just used one of these green Scotch-Brite pads, cleaned up the remaining, and that's the result that you get just doing those two things. So now I'm going to use some blue paper towel and some brake clean it off so that it is not wet, and then we can go ahead and prep our cover. There we have it. Surfaces are 100% clean and oil free. So let's go over to our cover and assemble that. All right, so we're over here at the bench. So here's our load bolts, and we're gonna be installing them from the rear of our cover. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and we'll thread these in, and then we'll move on to the next step. So instructions say to run them all the way down until they bottom out like that. So they're sticking out this side. Next step. Okay, next I'm gonna install our magnetic drain plug, because after this we can pretty much go over to the vehicle. So we're not gonna put our fill bolt in, and we can't adjust our adjusters yet. So pretty much after we install this drain plug, we can go over to the vehicle. with our RTV and put everything on here. Next up, I'm gonna install our RTV gasket maker. I like to use this Right stuff. This one's 90 minute. You can get stuff that's like 5 minute, but I don't wanna be super rushing. So we're gonna go inside all of our bolts. And in the instructions, there is a diagram for exactly where, if you're a little bit confused on where to put it. But you pretty much just go in line, and then when you hit a bolt, you go around it, that type of thing. All right, so there we go. Went all the way around. Like I said, you kind of just go in the center, then you hit a bolt, you go around it, and just double check that you didn't, there's no thin areas and there's full coverage, and then we're good to go. So I've got the 2 upper bolts just hanging it and in position. So it does come with the supplied hardware, all these stainless steel Allen head bolts with a stainless steel washer, and we'll just go around and we'll insert all of our bolts hand tight for now. Next up, we're gonna tighten our bolts to 15 foot-pounds or 180 inch-pounds if that's what yours is in. So we'll go across in a crisscross pattern and torque these all down. Next up, we're gonna tighten down our load bolts. You don't wanna over torque these. We're gonna tighten them all the way down until they bottom out, and then we're gonna tighten them down to 5 foot-pounds or 60 inch-pounds, same thing. And that's as much as we wanna tighten them down. Okay, so that's it. You heard them both click. And now we can put on our lock nuts. Instructions do say to put a little bit of RTV on the threads of these load bolts. So we'll go ahead and apply that now. And the torque is the same thing, 5 foot-pounds, 60 inch-pounds on our jam nuts as well. So that's it, and then I'm just gonna wipe up a little bit of excess RTV that we put on our bolts, and we can put our fluid in. Here we go with our fluid. So even though these bottles, one's an old one, one's a new one, but it does actually say that it contains the limited slip additive. There's the same oil, it's just one's a newer, I guess, label, but even though it says it has a limited slip additive, I still like to add the Mopar stuff just to be safe. So we'll be putting that in as well. So if you're struggling to figure out, how to get this silly little bottle in here, I usually like to just pour it into these bottles and just mix it with the oil. Just makes it easier to put in because it already has that little spout. So I add it into this, and then it just gets mixed in as I put it in. Okay, and it looks like 2.5 is the fluid capacity for this, you guys, now. So I fit 2 and pretty much a half, maybe a little bit more actually. But you're gonna need 3 of these to get the job done. So it's trickling out of here. I'm gonna let it trickle a little bit more, and then we'll cap it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cap it now that it's just a slow drip. And we'll tighten down our fill plug. All right, everything is now tight, you guys. This thing looks amazing on here and really beefs up the look of this lifted truck. So that's all it. Everything's tight, fluids are in, we are good to go, and this job is complete. All right, guys, it's gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful and informative, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you take off. Thanks again to B&M for sending over that cover. That thing looks amazing, and it really beefs up the look of this lifted truck. I'll link that down in the description below where you guys can find that same cover, along with the other things that I used to get the job done. So thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.